Hancock.
What's this dirty old bag doing on the table, Sid?
Yeah, it's an old cloth bag, so what? I keep my spanners in it, Hancock.
Well, I'll take it off the flaming table, Sid. It's covered in oil. That's my mother's best lace tablecloth. Those stains will never wash out.
So's your cooking mate. You still put that on the table, don't you?
Hang on, there's a bit of a design on it. I've seen it somewhere before. It looks old. Where did you get it from? The car boot?
It's been in my family for generations. It's the family tool bag. It was my great-granddad Norman's.
Grandad Norman, you say? Norman's? That's it, Sid. That's a piece of the Bayeux Tapestry, that is. Scrooge, would you believe it?
Is it? That's nice, Hancock. Oh, well, I'm just off to fix the car. What's for tea?
You're not going anywhere with that bag, mate. It could be priceless.
Don't be daft, it's covered in oil.
Yes, you might well have damaged a priceless piece of British history, you elf.
It can't be priceless, it's just an old tool bag.
I'm going to take it down the laundrette to get it reasonably clean, and I'm sending it up to the British Museum.
Don't forget, Hancock, if it's worth anything, it's mine.
If it's what I think it is, it's not yours, Sid, it's a national treasure and belongs to us all.
Not like, say, Ian McKellen.
Yes, something like that. However, you can have Ian McKellen if you really want. This is at the Antiquities Department, British Museum. Head of the Textiles Department, Reginald Scrofula.
Good morning. Are you the chap who's got the arms off the Venus de Milo?
No, I'm an amateur archaeologist from Cheam. I sent you a piece of what I believe to be the Bayeux Tapestry.
I'm sorry, we've lost it.
You knew what you found out. That's a piece of irreplaceable history, Professor.
No, it's all right. I've got it. I'm full of little jokes like that.
Thank God. So what do you make of it?
It's definitely a tapestry.
Yes, I know that. What else can you tell me?
It's very old, but unfortunately it's been covered in oil at some time.
Yes, unfortunately that was my lodger, Sid James. He's a bit of a Philistine, all right, Herbert. I'm terribly sorry.
Some fool tried to wash it and has made it worse. You wouldn't believe how stupid some people can be.
Have they? Damnation. When I find out who, I shall give them a piece of my mind. Despite the damage, is it worth anything by any chance?
If it were proven to be a piece of the Bayeux Tapestry, I will put a value of £1 million on it.
If you'd like to write out a cheque now, make it payable to Anthony Hancock, Esquire, and I'll be on my way.
Stop messing about. You will have to form a committee about it and contact the government.
I see. So how did it get separated from the main tapestry in Bayeux? That's in France, isn't it?
Yes, it was a Nazi German. They cut a piece off during World War II to try and prove the tapestry was German.
The scoundrel desecrating history like that. There's nothing sacred.
Well, I think they've done quite a neat job, actually. They must have used good quality steel scissors. Typical German Deckborsprundex technique and all that. Ha ha!
It's all rather exciting. I'm an actor and I feel like Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark and all that.
You don't look like him.
Yes, you're right, of course, I'll have to get a hat.
You'll need more than a hat. You'll need a plan in facelift.
There's no need to be insulting, Professor Scrofula. If you haven't got anything more to add, I'll be on my way with my tapestry.
There's just one more thing. There's a reference to a King James on your bit of the tapestry. We don't know of a King James at the Battle of Hastings.
That will be Sid James. My lodger, it's his sort of humour. I expect it's written in Bayeux or felt tip, isn't it?
It's part of the tapestry itself. However, this James must have been an ugly geezer. All wrinkled. Blooming heck, I wouldn't have liked to have been him.
Let me have a look, Dot Struth. I'd recognise that ugly mug anywhere.
How did you get on at the British Museum, Hancock?
It's a marvelous place, Sid. All the best of British like the Elgin marbles.
Yeah, so what about the Bayeux Tapestry?
No, I didn't get to see the Bayeux Tapestry, though I saw some mummies. You could tell they were mummies, Sid, because they all had pushed chairs.
Yes, very funny. What about my tool bag?
Action, that bit of rag arm. I was stupid enough to think it was important. I was laughed out of the museum, Sid.
That doesn't surprise me. But what about my granddad's tool bag?
It's nothing, Sid. You can relax and forget it. Just an old silly tool bag.
Don't be like that. It was useful. So where is it then?
It's in Great Russell Street, Southwest 1.
Not the museum. Where's me tool bag? I need somewhere to put me spanners.
I must have left it behind, Sid. It's Great Russell Street, Southwest 1, as I said. Look, don't worry. I'll get you a new tool bag. One with cars and motorbikes on, Harley Davidsons. Vroom, 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 vroom.
You're trying to hide something, Hancock. I think you found something out, something important. You've got that funny look on your face. Wait a minute, you've just got a funny face, ain't you?
What about your flaming tool bag? Not a chance, mate. It was junk, that's all.
It wasn't. It was my granddad's. It's a James family heirloom. It's been in our family for 20 generations. I'm going to call the museum.
Don't you trust your old mucker, Sid? Or I haven't misled you.
Hundreds of times, and I can tell when you're lying.
All right, I lost it.
Where did you lose it, Hancock?
On the bus.
You took the underground.
Oh, that's right. I lost it on the underground. I left it on the seat.
That's right. I've just had a call from British Rail. Lost property. They've got it.
You couldn't have, Sid. That's flaming impossible.
Why is it impossible, Hancock? Wait, I'll tell you why. It's because you're making it all up. That's why.
Well, yes, I mean, no. More tea, Sid. I fancy one myself. Nice and strong. That's your favorite, isn't it? And just put up in it. Hello, Sid.
You just sit there until you tell me the truth.
All right, I give in. I can't keep a secret. What if I said that you, Sid James, were the rightful King of England?
You're still lying. What's wrong with you?
It's true, Sid. I found out that the last 1,000 years of British history is a pack of lies, and it's all because of the piece of the Bayeux Tapestry you were using as a tool bag.
Get away, Hancock. Pull the other one. It's got the sound of bow bells on it.
Come on, think, Sid. Did your family ever mention the Battle of Hastings?
My Aunt Elsie ran a guest house in Hastings once. The menu was in French, apparently.
There you are, then. That's a clear family connection.
Hang on, Hancock. My great-granddad once said he was the rightful King of England.
And that's the proof.
No, Hancock, it doesn't. It was because he really was the pearly King of London, wasn't he? He loved the knees up down the East End, did old Arthur.
So your family were pearly kings and queens, were they, Sid? They must have gone underground in disguise.
Yeah, one of it. We did the odd charity event now and then, but that's about it.
But it all makes sense. It's written on the Bayeux Tapestry. William the Conqueror didn't win at the Battle of Hastings, the Anglo-Saxons did. And you ran the country for the next 1,000 years. It was James the Conqueror who was rightful King of England. Look, I'll show you the tapestry now it's cleaned up.
If what you're saying is true, Hancock, I better call a council meeting of the pearly kings and queens of London. Order, order.
All right, I'll have another 6 gin and tonics, please, Sid.
What are you doing here, Sid James? Come for a carry-out, have you?
This is serious, Fred. I've just found out that the Anglo-Saxons beat the French Normans in 1066. My ancestor King James took over the Saxon armies when poor old King Harold took a mere farrat in the eye.
Get away. You're having a bubble bath.
No, it's true. My good friend and ally Tony Hancock will confirm that what I'm saying is Irish too.
Ahem. Pearly kings and queens of the great metropolis that is our fair city of London, home to the Cockneys. We are gathered here together.
What's he doing here? He's not one of us.
I may not be a humble Cockney, born as I was outside of earshot of the wonderful peals of bow bells. But nevertheless, I've long been a student of your quaint old working-class customs.
Who are you calling a tin of paint?
I wasn't calling you a tin of paint. Oh, you mean quaint. I beg your pardon. I'm not au fait with all your rhyming slang, I'm afraid.
Oh, Faye, he's talking French, Sid. Is he a Norman?
As I was saying, I called a special council of all the ancient families of penny kings and queens so we can decide what to do next.
How about demanding that the Normans give the country back to us? Who are the Normans exactly, Sid? I knew a Norman once. Norman Wallace he was.
The Normans were a bunch of Vikings who settled in northern France in the 10th century, and they decided to take over our country in 1066.
And all that stood between them and Britain were your good selves, the Cockneys of London, who took them on in the Battle of Hastings. Never has so much been owed by so few to so many.
Hang on. What's a cockney, mate?
A cockney is a long pair of socks that have tassels that resemble a cockerel's cockscomb. Much favoured by Londoners in the East End in the Middle Ages.
You're talking out of your Harris Tweed, pal.
Yes, all right, Hancock, I'll take it from here. So, are we Cockneys going to take back control of Britain by force, or are we going to go the political route like Brexit, have a referendum and all that?
Before we decide, Sid, I think we ought to do the war dance for the pearly kings and queens. Knees up, Mother Brown.
Knees up, Mama Brown, knees up, Mama Brown. Under the table you must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. If I catch you bending, I'll saw your legs right off. Knees up, don't get a breeze up. Knees up, Mama Brown.
Good evening, Mr. Hancock.
Not now, Professor Scruffle, we're busy.
And I've got something important I need to tell you.
Can't you see we're in the middle of an important conflict between King James and his people?
And that's the whole point, isn't really King James?
And of course it is. It's written on the Bayeux Tapestry. It's incontrovertible evidence.
And it would be, but that piece of cloth isn't from the Bayeux Tapestry.
Of course it is. I gave it to you.
And the one you gave me is now being used as a tea towel in my Auntie Jean's tea shop in my gate.
So what on earth did you give me back?
And you got my Auntie Jean's tea towel, of course. It's obvious, ain't it?
So, everything I've been telling all my Cockney friends has been a load of rubbish, as it's Scruffler.
Pretty much, but it's a nice tea towel, isn't it? Auntie Jean says, can she have it back, please?
And now, to conclude this meeting, I would like to thank all of you for coming, and we'll see you the same time next year. Run, Hancock.